Go. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Chicago Bears. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing. Prescott. It's caught by Aguilar. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it. At the 36-yard line.
First down and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That's a 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Kill.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Prescott now. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, Pollard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He can't hang.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running with Howard. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, it's Pollard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Check the out, check the out, check the out. Check three.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the London first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Here we go, 46. Mike, 56.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go, 57, Mike. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. 50 seconds, Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18.
First down, London.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
47. 25, check 25.
On third down, it's Prescott. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Prescott on third and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Reed there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now it's the backup Winston. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, I'm coming. I'm flipping. Mike, 54.
Final play of the half here. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald, and nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Fitzgerald. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Robert Woods, 55 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line. 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch the
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 46 yards on the ground. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Now Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, we're going to 54. Check.
Prescott from the gun. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Rosa's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
On the ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Topper! Hey, high 7.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzgerald. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Check, check. Lucky.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 57. Here we go. 46. Switch.
Again, it's Jones. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Aguilar has it. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Jones hit and the ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
57, Mike, 57. I'm here. Hey, kill. 57,
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This one caught by Davis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Slam. Rock it. Watch the shot. Let's go.
Run for Pollard. Muscling free near the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ready.
On first down, they run with Howard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's coming. We got double up. Tight dog. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, what up?
Again, it's Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on first down. Howard. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Check 24.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check 15.
They'll go again to Jones. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now here's Pollard. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go, set, 18 Gator, 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man. Get it.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bears, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.